Imagine taking something like this to a scrapyard to trade it in for money. It's obviously not something you'd have around the house, but copper thieves seem to have no problem selling copper wire and tools they stole from the power company. That's why DTE Energy, Detroit police, and even state lawmakers are fighting back.
Copper thieves striking in broad daylight. Watch as this group of 4 men jump onto a DTE Energy truck on Detroit's west side. Within 30 seconds, they grab coils of copper wire and make their escape. But DTE was watching that day in August using hidden cameras and a GPS tracking device secretly stashed inside the wire. Detroit police used this evidence to arrest the 4 men, and they each pleaded guilty to felony larceny. In just 3 months this summer, copper thieves targeted DTE trucks 41 different times.
Stop, because you're going to get somebody killed. Guaranteed you're going to get somebody killed.
DTE lineman Lamar Williams says the copper thieves are getting more and more aggressive, in some cases using weapons to get the metal they want to sell.
You'll be at a light and they'll just climb on the truck, help themselves to the wire. This happens to some crews all the time.
In addition to putting people in danger, thieves who steal copper and brass like this cost DTE millions of dollars a year.
Stealing from trucks is not the only problem. Thieves have also been breaking into DTE substations like this one. Sometimes the suspects knock out the power for thousands of customers.
They rip the copper out.
At one scrapyard alone, DTE Chief Security Officer Michael Lynch says his investigators found 2,000 pounds of their wire and metal parts from substations.
All this wire and cable was taken from just 2 substations. 2 out of 22 that have been broken into. The scrapyard was willing to take this wire in, knowing that it's marked with the substation that it came from.
Lynch says in both the truck theft and substation break-in cases, DTE helped Detroit police go after people at the scrapyards for allegedly accepting stolen goods.
If there's no buyer, there's no seller.
Sergeant Rebecca McKay says new legislation that just passed the House of Representatives in Lansing will help her lock up more thieves. Part of the new proposed law would force the sellers of copper wire, air conditioners, and catalytic converters to wait 3 days to get cash from a scrapyard.
It gives us time to figure out where they were bringing that material and maybe be there waiting for them on that 3rd day to pick them up.
The new scrap metal theft reform bills will also require the scrapyard employees to photograph each item, and they will have to identify which employee weighed the material.
Will better documentation at the scrapyard level help you do your job better?
Absolutely.
Representative Rashida Tlaib says she's been trying to get tougher laws passed for 4 years. She's finally getting bipartisan support, and she's hopeful reforms are just around the corner.
This is not a Detroit issue. I can tell you that the wind turbines in Satellite County get ripped off on a daily basis. The farmers in some of the rural areas are getting ripped off. This is a Michigan issue.
If you know of people who are stealing copper or metal from DTE, they are offering rewards. We have more details at WXYZ.com, or you can call DTE at 313-235-9119. I'm Heather Catallo, 7 Action News.